This video, I'm going to show you guys how to make and install splash guards. Stick around and find out. So how you start off making this splash guard is you start off with a square and a razor blade. And this is just a chunk of gutter that I ran out of the machine after I got done running out this job. So it's the same color gutter, same style, everything, 6-inch K style. And what I like to do, you see this notch in this square? I like to stick the blade of a razor blade right in the edge of that, because you need about a 1-inch lip right there to have on the splash guard. So I stick this in there and then I run this all the way down, and it'll cause a score mark or a scratch on it all the way down. And then you just bend this where it bends right on that scratch, and you might have to run this a couple times depending on how sharp your blade is and how deep you push it in while you're scoring it. But yeah, score it a couple times, and then you flip it up like this and push it down until it bends on that line, you know, with both hands. Don't bend this back, and then it'll bend enough and you'll bend it back and forth and it'll snap. And then when you're done, it should end up with something like this. So yeah, then you want to figure out how long you want your splash guard to be. So you take your tape, and of course you'd create a straight line with your square right there and cut it. So I'm going 1'2" on each side of my splash guard. So in total it'll be 2'4". So 1'2", that'll be the middle. You create a slice right there, right at the top. Don't cut all the way down. Then you go 2'4". So each side of the splash guard will have 1 foot 2 inches. And I found that that's kind of a good size where it looks decent and it works. So 2'4", you create another cut right at 2'4" and get your square, butt it up to that cut, make a line down, and then you cut right on that line. So after you cut on that line, you'll have a chunk like this. You're gonna take your square and flip it in there, go to your middle cut, and then this is an outside miter. Well, you gotta make a slit at the bottom, right lined up with that middle cut. Just like that. You take your square, then you get a straight bend in there. A nice angle. This will be your splash guard. And then when the water comes down the roof, if it's a lot, it'll go right in instead of splashing out. So what I like to do is on these corners, kind of take a minute to line it up, and I make a little nip right there to make it kind of look factory. So I'll do that on both sides. Gotta make sure to try and get the same angle on both sides so it doesn't come out looking completely different. And then on this inside lip here, I do the same thing. Nobody will see that, but that's just kind of so there's not a point sticking out. This is what it looks like when you're done cutting it out. Now I'm going to show you how to install it. So as you can see, I put a screw over there, screw right there, one right there, and one on the end. And I got this flushed up on both sides. Now that I got it screwed on and flush with the edges, put a little dab of caulking right there so the water spills in instead of running along there and spilling out the side. Also have a dab of caulking right there and one right there. So that's how you make and install splash guards. Hit a subscribe if you're not already, like and comment if you have any questions. Thanks guys.